Yeah. No,
Bueno, muchas gracias por estar en este momento. Buenos días, Mari, a todos que van a participar.
Good day, good morning, Marie, and everybody who is participating.
Y estoy muy feliz por estar en este momento.
I'm very happy to be here in this moment.
Saludar a la Pachamama, a los sapos, a las montañas, a los monstruos.
To greet Pachamama, our Earth Mother, Los Apus, the mountains, the whole universe,
Y a toda la naturaleza.
all of nature.
Y pues mi nombre es Santos Salva, Apaza Cruz.
My name is Santos Salca Apaza Cruz.
Y mi padre Domingo Apaza.
My father's name is Domingo Apaza Quispe.
Él falleció en 2012.
He passed away in the year 2012.
Y mi mamá es Diana Cruz Quispe.
My mother is Juliana Cruz Quispe.
Ella está en Qero conmigo, actualmente que está allí.
She lives in Qero with me.
Pues vamos a hacerlo ahora, una ceremonia, un despacho.
We're going to do a Despacho Ceremony now
He aprendido de mis ancestros, de mis abuelos.
that I learned from my ancestors, my grandfathers and grandmothers.
Y pues vamos a empezar. Camino de hacer un despacho para que nos guíe, para que nos protege, que nos esté bien nuestro trabajo, nuestra salud, viaje, para todo. Tengamos éxitos.
Okay, so we're going to do a Despacho Ceremony now so that we will be guided, so that we will have health, prosperity, good luck in our travels, and all aspects of our lives.
Porque nosotros en Qero vivimos toda nuestra vida con la ceremonia.
In Qero, we put all aspects of our lives into ceremony, include ceremony into all aspects.
Porque la ceremonia nos guía, nos protege de todo de mal.
Because the ceremonies guide us and protect us in every way.
Que allá vivimos en todos nuestros días con la ceremonia del despacho.
And that's why we live our lives through using ceremony.
Por eso ahora vamos a hacer lo que es la ceremonia de lo que está pasando ahora en el nivel del mundial, que está pasando con el estamos. Es para sanarlo, para sanar el mundo, para sanar Pachamama.
So today, our main focus of the ceremony will be on the healing of the whole planet as we are guided and healed through this process of the pandemic that we are now experiencing.
Un despacho de protección del ser humano para cuidar a nuestros animales, para cuidar a nuestros seres vivos, para empezar con nuestros hermanos que están en diferentes países, que están mal o que no conocen todavía este camino. Es para conectar, vamos a hacer un despacho profundo de agradecimiento a la Pachamama.
So we're going to do a ceremony for the sake of the animals, the plants, the human beings, all living things, so that we can come back to balance, to harmony, a ceremony to reach out to all of the world, for those who are suffering from sickness, and for those who have not yet found the spiritual paths for their lives.
A través con despacho vamos a despertar a ser humanos, a nosotros. O sea, nos va a guiar el despacho, nuestro camino, nuestro viaje, nuestra salud. Por eso es muy importante hacer despacho y conectar con el despacho.
So we're going to do a ceremony to awaken humanity, a ceremony to help to help awaken humanity. Lo siento. I'm sorry.
Y para conectar, nos hace guiar nuestro camino el despacho.
Okay.
Nos hace despertar el despacho todo.
Okay, so the despacho helps awaken us in all aspects of our lives and helps guide us as well.
Por eso es el momento de despertar, es el momento de aprender que les voy a hacer un despacho de cimiento.
So it is the moment to awaken, and it is now is the time to be guided, and also it's very important that we also give thanks.
Por eso vamos a conectar en este momento que están conectando nuestros hermanos de todo el mundo, los estudiantes que están conectando, van a conectar con la Pachamama.
So in our ceremony, students from around the world will, through the ceremony, connect with Pachamama, Earth Mother.
Es muy importante conectar con el Padre Sol, con el universo.
It's also very important to connect with our Father Sun, our Mother Moon, and the whole universe.
Sentir su aroma, sentir su sabor, sentir su energía, sentir lo que es el que habla las plantas, lo que habla el agua, lo que habla el fuego, lo que habla el viento.
So it's very important to feel, to perceive the smell, the taste, the energy of all of nature, to listen deeply and hear what the waters, the rivers are speaking to us, how the air, the wind is speaking to us, how the fire is speaking to us, how the earth is speaking to us, how all the elements speak to us.
Por eso las plantas, los animales, el aire, el fuego, el viento, nos escuchan, siente que nosotros, nuestras energías se siente como nosotros que estamos hablando, estamos conectando.
For we need to know that the plants, the animals, the waters, the air, the soil, the fire, all of the forces of the universe are indeed listening to us, and they can feel and receive the energy that we are sharing during this ceremony.
El viento es que nosotros que respiramos, el aire que nosotros respiramos, el agua que mantiene nuestro cuerpo, el fuego que nosotros mantenemos el calor, que nosotros que sentemos un calor.
The wind, we need to understand the wind, the air is what we breathe. The water is what sustains our bodies. The fire is the energy that enlivens us.
Por eso en el despacho van los tres elementos: el fuego, el aire, el viento.
For this reason, we have three elements in our ceremony: the air, the water, and fire.
Así de esta forma, también los tres trilogías de los animales: serpiente, águila, puma.
We also have a trilogy of animals. Los animales
son serpiente,
this serpent or snake,
agua,
puma or jaguar, the cat,
cóndor.
and the condor.
El cóndor que mantiene Hanam-Pacha.
The condor takes care of the Hanak-Pacha, the upper world.
El puma que mantiene en esa tierra.
The puma takes care of this earth, this
que nos da la fuerza.
Gives us force, strength.
El jaguar, el serpiente, que representa el Ujupacha.
The jaguar and the serpent represent the Ukpacha, the underworld.
Que nos alimenta a través de la tierra.
That nourishes us through the earth.
Que nos da la fuerza.
It gives us strength.
Para seguir, para alimentar a través de los productos.
in order to follow the way of receiving the gifts and the nourishment products of the earth.
Que mantiene a los flores, a las plantas, a todos los infinitos de las plantas,
That takes care of the flowers, the plants, all living beings,
para sentir su olor de las plantas.
in order to feel and smell the fragrance of the plants, of the flowers.
Por eso también de esta forma en nuestro cuerpo existen sus fuerzas de ellos.
For this reason, we can feel their forces, their strengths, their powers, their energies.
El Munai, el Yachai,
The Yachai,
Munai, Yanke.
Yachai, which we understand is wisdom, Munai, which is universal love, and Yankai, which is love in action, service.
Entonces el Yachai representa el cóndor,
The Yachai represents Condor,
porque él vuela a través del aire, por eso la comunicación muy fluida.
because he flies high in the sky, and for this reason he can communicate very fluently.
En el mundo representa el puma, el amor, el querer, la armonía, la fuerza.
The Munai represents the world, a love of strength and power and energy.
El mundo que nosotros somos, hay personas que son renegón, hay personas que son amables. Entonces nosotros sentimos aquí la fuerza de puma, tigre, tiene mucha energía.
So, pardon me, he was saying Puma is associated here with Munai. And for this reason, we have people who are can express kindness and express goodness into the.
Por eso representa el amor, nuestro mundo el puma, el ojupacha que representa que representa serpiente, porque nosotros llevamos la fuerza aquí para trabajar en la naturaleza.
So the Puma represents love here in the love center of the Munai, and the serpent represents the underworld. No, represents the Yankai. Excuse me. The serpent represents the Yankai, which is work, is service, action.
Entonces ahora vamos a iniciar lo que es el despacho.
So now we will begin the Despacho Ceremony.
Eso es especialmente para llamar a las montañas, al espíritu del aire, espíritu de la tierra.
This is specifically for calling the spirit of and the energies of the Mount Apus, the mountain spirits, of the energies of the air, las energías de
El viento,
air,
el aire, del agua,
the wind, and of water too.
de montaña grande,
Yeah, the great high mountain.
de las nieves grandes.
Yeah, it's covered with snow.
Todos los elementos, toda la naturaleza para llamar sus espíritus que representen este momento.
All of these represent spirits that are with us in this moment.
Para sentir su energía, para sentir su aroma.
To feel their energy, to feel their fragrance, their
Es muy
aroma.
importante tener cada uno, un maestro,
It's very important for the master to
para llevarlo aquí adentro, llevamos su energía a todos los naturales.
it's very important for the master, the teacher to lift these energies, to connect us to these energies.
Por eso es que mis abuelos, mis abuelos, tatarabuelos siempre tenían, nosotros llamamos cucho.
Okay, so my grandfathers and my great grandfathers call this Uchu. Ukuchu. It's the name.
Siempre nosotros utilizamos eso.
So For this reason, all of us in Qero, we use this
para la ceremonia,
for the ceremonies,
para las iniciaciones,
for initiations,
para todo.
for everything.
¿Están escuchando? Sí, no, sí.
Sí, está bien.
Yeah, está bien.
Kuna Fernand, each zapato presenta Xayo.
Okay.
Naka presenta Xayo. Well, good morning, everybody, the participants. My name is Marco. My Indian name is Qero. I'm happy to share my ancestral knowledge with you, with everybody. So today I will be from Santos helper in this time, and to be Santos helper, and it's going to be a pleasure, a honor to share with you this knowledge for our ancestors. So you are welcome, everybody. I hope you will like in this time, and we will explain with many details about this ritual, Santos and me and Heidi Marie. Thank you, everybody, again, and your friend Qero.
Okay.
Tú ya te presentaste.
Okay. Well, I am Heidi Marie, Marco or Kalpurik's wife, and together our mission is to share this beautiful traditional knowledge, wisdom, and spiritual path with the world. So it is a great honor for me also to be here and to do the best that I can to faithfully translate what Santos is speaking in Spanish so that you can more deeply understand the beauty of this ceremony, receive the energy. And Qero is also fluent in Quechua, so he can translate the Quechua, the traditional language of the Andean people.
Empezamos.
Ahora vamos a pedir a las montañas, a los espíritus de todos los elementos, las montañas grandes, del Puca.
So we're going to work with the coca leaves in order to ask the permission and to ask for the assistance of the mountains, the Apus, Pachamama, and all of nature.
¿Está escuchando? ¿No?
Mhm.
Bueno, vamos a iniciar. Por sangates en la tema chupichu. No la mangueta, su más cacahueca, a ver. Chenca, por sangates, o cantón.
Estamos haciendo una petición a los diferentes apus de la montaña. Estamos haciendo una petición a los diferentes apus de la montaña, como el apu Ausangate, al apu Salcantay, con todo respeto.
So we're about to make a petition to all of the great mountains, the sacred Apus, with all of our respect.
Y estamos usando aquí la ceremonia, estos tratados se puede decir, estamos usando la hoja tradicional que tenemos, la mamacoca, que es el elemento principal que se puede usar para esta petición.
Yeah, so we're using for this petition the principal leaf that we always use, which we call the mama coca, which we always use for these petitions and some.
No, no, chingue macho picho, bueno picho. Ni pero por Pachamama, o pacha que pacha, jamás pacha. Estaba tesudo, con tesudo, sin tesudo, con tesudo, con tesudo. No, así, pacha. Un pachapa, hoja chato, hoja en caita, hoja seca, hoja en bolita, que no, hoja chapa, por otro.
Estamos haciendo un pedido justamente llamando a las montañas, también como a Machu Picchu, a la montaña de Machu Picchu. Estamos haciendo un pedido para también al mismo tiempo a las diferentes direcciones que por ejemplo en Qero, como el Antisuyo, el Collasuyo, el Chinchaysuyo, para que nos den fuerza en el trabajo, en la salud, para todo el mundo.
We're also making a petition to um, uh, um, more of the Apus, the sacred mountains, including Machu Picchu, and also to the 4 directions of the Inca Empire, so that we will receive strength and salud.
Para el trabajo y la salud.
For work and for health.
Saber que nalata mana kusonches. Entonces masulanches para presenta, panda, aunque me sea, panda me sea.
Sí, vamos a hacer también un pedido a nuestros ancestros, taitas, para que siempre nos brinden trabajo, estudio y almuerzo.
So we're also making a petition for our ancestors, our fathers and grandparents, parents and grandparents, for all aspects of our lives, work, health, love,
Trabajo, estudio,
and also studies.
Nalata, no ganyapan che una, una banana. Son conquistas que llevan Santos, son palpata con son Sofía, palpata con Santos, hasta manches.
Asimismo, todos estos actos de deidades nos van a alcanzar de un solo corazón unido, todos nos van a dar todas estas bendiciones. Ellos nos van a dar a la humanidad como un solo corazón unido para todos estas peticiones que estamos haciendo.
So these petitions that we're making are
Las deidades.
to the sacred beings, the gods, for
Estamos a todas las deidades
for
que nos den esta bendición.
so they give us yes blessings
De un solo corazón para toda la humanidad.
So that we can, all of humanity can be united in one heart.
Se les está, es que nalatas manacusonches, mama guayra, mama uno, teta, mama tila, ojo, yata, pues, ojo, palpata, pues.
Asimismo, de esta manera, vamos a pedir con un solo deseo y petición a las diferentes deidades, como a la Maguaira, Chilla y también todas las deidades como el Cantarín, que nos den esa fuerza, a la Mamajocha también.
So we're also giving, calling out for the blessings of the spirits, of the gods of the elements. Mama Kocha, Mama, who is the mother of the waters, Mama Waira, who is the mother of the wind, of the elements. Mama Kia, who is the mother of
La palabra, porque es una, que tiene un chupicho, una, se llama una. Hay unas ya che, una ya para que algunas ya che, santo, santo.
Asimismo estamos pidiendo a todos nuestros autos, a los constructores antiguos de incas, que también igual en sola fuerza, esa poder y esa fuerza para trabajar.
So we're also calling out for the Alkis, who are
Los
the
altos quienes también son los constructores del imperio incaico
who
antiguo,
are the builders of the Incan civilization,
que nos den igual de una sola poder y fuerza,
Who gives
este
us-
ánimo para continuar la vida adelante.
who enliven us and for our lives,
Continuar nuestra vida
to continue our lives,
hacia adelante, mirar adelante.
so that we can go forward in that.
Una palabra para las leyes, porque está todo poco que indica.
Asimismo, ahora vamos a empezar con estos quintos de la foca.
So we'll begin with making the quintus, the three coca leaves.
Gracias a la Pachamama, las montañas de los ojos.
Thank you for the Pachamama. Thank you to the Apus.
Vamos a hacer una quinta.
We're going to make a quintus. So we look for the best leaves.
Mama Coca nos da la fuerza,
Mama Coca gives us strength.
nos da la energía,
She gives us energy.
su fuerza,
Her energy, her strength,
su aroma.
her aroma.
Es muy importante tener en el mano.
It's very important to hold it in your hand.
Sabe los mensajes de las personas.
To send messages to people.
Sabe sus sentimientos de la gente.
To feel people's feelings.
Mama Coca es muy grande, tiene el corazón para todos.
Mama Coca is very great. She has a heart for all.
Nos quiere a todos.
She loves everyone, everything.
Como nuestra madre.
Like our mother.
Se conecta con la Pachamama, con la Coca. Directamente.
We can connect directly to Pachamama through Mama Coca. Mama Coca.
Por eso nosotros en la comunidad Qero,
For that reason, we in the Qero's community,
desde nuestros principios, utilizamos Mama Coca.
always begin by using Mama Coca.
Para todo, para hacer agricultura, para hacer la ceremonia.
To do everything, to do the ceremonies.
Hacer de esta norma nos acompaña en nuestros bolsillos en todo lado.
So we always carry coca leaves in our bags at our sides or our pockets.
Por eso antes de viajar a donde sea, nosotros consultamos a través de la Coca.
So we also consult Mama Coca for guidance.
Mama Coca nos avisa.
She guides us. She informs us.
Puede ser o no.
She can tell us yes or no.
Mama Coca nos da el camino.
Mama Coca gives us our path, our way. She shows us the way.
A través de la Coca nosotros damos la fuerza, un aliento a las montañas, a las nieves grandes.
So through Mama Coca, we receive the forces, the energies of the apus, of the mountains, of the very high snow-covered mountains.
Para sentirnos su energía.
In order to feel their energy.
A través de la Mama Coca nosotros damos un agradecimiento a todos los elementos.
Through Mama Coca, we also give our gratitude to all of the elements and to all of the forces.
Coca es una mujer muy poderosa.
Mama Coca is a very powerful. Mama Coca, I'm sorry, gracias. Mama Coca is a very powerful woman.
Se conecta con la puma, al principio.
We first connect with the puma.
Porque la puma corre.
Because the puma runs.
Por eso nosotros le llamamos Pawaj Puma.
For that reason, we call it Pawaj Puma.
Corre.
Run.
Muy rápido.
Very fast.
Sí.
Sí, sería bueno.
También hasta aprender en Chile.
Okay, I will try. Just give me little pieces at a time.
Te voy a dar un poco de historia de la coca, ¿eh?
Okay, so Qero would like to share the history of the coca plant.
Sí, en español.
Yeah. Poco a poco.
Sí. Bueno, en el mundo tenemos esta maravillosa y milagrosa planta que es la mamacoca.
In the world, we have this marvelous and miraculous plant that we call mama coca.
La gente de esta parte del mundo, los amigos de los Andes, somos muy bendecidos con esta maravillosa planta de la coca.
The people of the Andes are very blessed with this marvelous plant, the mother coca.
Mis ancestros, desde mucho más antes que los incas, ya conocieron esta planta de coca.
My ancestors from long before the Incas already honored the coca and were blessed by the coca plant.
Es así que ellos usaron esta maravillosa planta en diferentes actividades.
They used this marvelous plant in different activities.
Una de las actividades más importantes que ellos usaron fue, digamos, en ceremonias religiosas.
One of the activities, the most important that they used mama coca for, was the ceremony.
Y así fue también esta planta, formó como una parte muy importante, un rol en ese tiempo.
So for this, the mama coca plays a very important role in
Ese tiempo,
in this time,
justamente porque ellos tenían esta coca para poder alimentar en el momento de trabajar la chacra.
because they use this plant to work in the field.
Ellos siempre usaron y en la actualidad siguen usando
They still today continue to always use.
especialmente cuando van a hacer los diferentes trabajos en la chacra.
Especially when they're doing the different work that they need to do working in their agricultural fields.
Como en los tiempos de plantar
Times of planting
y los tiempos de cosechar.
and the times of harvest.
Nos sentimos muy orgullosos ahora los andinos
We Andean people feel very proud
de seguir usando, como en esta oportunidad, aquí también en la ceremonia, de seguir usando, usándolo esta coca
to continue to use this marvelous plant
como ahora en esta ceremonia.
as we are to now in the ceremony.
Y la forma de usar en esta ceremonia ahora
And the way to use it in this ceremony to now
es usando como esta que tengo, las 3 cocas, que significa,
is to use 3 leaves of coca, which signify,
está relacionado también con los 3 mundos,
which are also related to the 3 worlds,
como mis ancestros dividieron en ese tiempo, como lo dividieron.
the way my ancestors divided the world.
Como sería el Hanan Pacha,
Hanan Pacha,
el Kai Pacha
Kai Pacha,
y el Uku Pacha.
and Uku Pacha. Hanan Pacha, upper world, Kai Pacha, middle world, Uku Pacha, underworld.
Por eso que usamos 3 cocas para hacer un kin.
For this reason, we use 3 leaves to make it.
Así como el maestro Santos explicó,
Just as our Master Santos explained,
cada mundo, cada de estos 3 mundos que fueron divididos,
each one of the 3 worlds that this world is divided into
estuvo representado por una deidad.
is represented by a sacred spirit.
El Hanan Pacha
The Hanan Pacha, the upper world,
estuvo representado por el ave, el cóndor.
is representing the condor.
Asimismo el cóndor, asimismo esta deidad del cóndor,
And this same spirit of the condor
tuvo un rol en ese tiempo que fue el mensajero. Tuvo un rol. El mensajero.
Mensajero. Okay, played the role of being the messenger.
mensajero del Ukupacha
Uh-huh.
al Kaipacha y al Hananpacha.
So he connects all three worlds, the underworld, the Ukapacha, the middle world, the Kaipacha, up to the upper world. So the condor plays that important role in all three worlds.
Ahora, el Kaipacha,
The middle world,
que representa a nuestro mundo presente que estamos viviendo,
that represents the world in which we are living,
estaba representado por la deidad del Puma andino del año Cruz.
is represented by the sacred spirit of the Puma, of the Andes, the wild cat of the Andes.
Y por último, el Ukupacha
And finally, the lower world
estuvo representado por la serpiente.
is represented by the serpent.
También que la serpiente significa sabiduría.
Also, the serpent represents wisdom.
Así estuvo representado en el tiempo incaico el mundo global, o este mundo estuvo representado en estos tres mundos como ellos dijeron.
In this way, this was represented in the Incan civilization, connecting us to the three.
Bueno, gracias la corta historia de la coca y vamos a continuar.
Yeah, thank you for the short history of the coca, and now we're going to continue with Santos.
De vuelta vamos a dar un agradecimiento para empezar.
So we're going to give us gratitude in order to begin.
Ya con fuerza
Todas las fuerzas
To all of the forces,
Hananpacha, Ukupacha, Kipacha,
Hananpacha, upper world, middle world, lower world,
Cóndor, Águila, Serpiente,
condor, air, serpent,
Puma,
puma,
agua, el viento, el aire, el fuego,
water, wind, fire.
una capa cosa aquí está mal.
a cada uno de ustedes les pedimos todas las fuerzas que nos acompañen.
So we're asking for the blessings of all the forces that accompany it.
Chay, o Despacho, Padre Napa,
A este despacho para poder empezar.
We're doing this despacho in order to begin. We have the power to begin.
Pachamama,
Mother. Upper world,
Hananpacha,
lower world, upper world,
Kaipacha,
middle world,
Cóndor,
condor,
Serpiente,
serpent,
Puma,
puma.
Anin Yankaita, Anin Kausaita,
Buen trabajo.
For good work, for good life.
como Huayco,
Danos por
Give us, please.
para con cuidaremos en días de mares, estudiar de buena Kaipacha,
a todos mis hermanos, todos los estudiantes, todo el mundo, por favor, danos fuerza.
To all of humanity, to all of our students, please give us this strength, this power.
Mari, Matian, estudiar de Incona, Anin Yankanampa, Anin Yankanampa, Anin Kausaita, a los clientes, trabajadores y agentes,
A todos los estudiantes, la señorita María,
For all the students of Miss Marie,
que nos dé fuerza para su trabajo, para su estudio y para su salud.
that they have strength for their work, for their health, for their life.
Esas tres que están con hojitas malogradas.
So with these 3 leaves that are not in good condition,
Todos los participantes en este momento
for all the participants in this moment,
vamos a poner que va a llevar la mala energía, que teníamos mala energía en nuestro cuerpo.
so together you can participate in putting all the harmful energies into these leaves so that we can release them.
De cada uno de los participantes vamos a sacar de su cuerpo su energía densa.
So we're going to invite all of you participants to bring your heavy energies into these leaves.
Que salga, por favor. Toda esa que salga todo esta.
So he's praying that all of this heavy energy may leave.
Y participantes, son conmigas,
Que salga de todos los participantes sus dolores, sus dolencias, dolores de cabeza, de espalda, de pierna, todo que salga.
So he's praying for that all of you participants, that all of your pain of your body, whether it be your back, your stomach, your head, whatever part of your body that you may be carrying pain, so that all of that may go away.
Eso es una palla.
Allá son un tipo de frijoles, de beans, de pepas. Vamos a iniciar.
Yeah. So these are seeds.
Es el payar, es el payar que está poniendo. Con esto vamos a iniciar con
El camino.
Es para iniciar el camino.
Los 4 caminos.
Para los 4 caminos, las 4 direcciones.
So he's making, Santos is making a pattern here with these beans that represent a pathway of the 4 directions.
Así mismo, ver cómo está poniendo aquí, puedes hacer todavía.
Yeah, there you go.
So we can see now on the table, he's putting the master Santos is putting this different seeds of the name Payat. Each line pointing the different direction exactly. For example, this direction is pointing to the southeast part. And the southeast part is the Koya Suyu. This direction is pointing to the north. And the north part is the anti-Suyu. And this part is pointing to the Chinchai Suyu. The Chinchai Suyu is pointing to the west part. And this line is pointing to the Conti Suyu. And the Conti Suyu is the southeast part of Cusco. So Santos using the seed to point in the different direction that we still have now in Cusco.
Es protección.
These are these chia?
Protección.
Some chia seeds?
Se llama
Well, these seeds are for protection.
cañiva.
Kaniwa
Es
seeds
protección.
for protection.
Para que,
You can see it makes a square around the,
para que no nos entre la energía densa.
so that the heavy energies don't enter us. Oh, and the raisins, ¿qué significa las pasas?
Pasas
de la
es
mala
el
energía.
que toda la energía estamos tapando.
Estamos
Ah,
pidiendo
so-
tapar la energía.
So we're covering all of the broken kintus that represent or that hold the heavy energies, the hucha that we want to release, are now covered with the raisins.
¿Está escuchando, no?
Mhm.
Santos.
La danita representa también de los 4 suyos.
Sus cuatro.
Los
Uh-huh.
4 caminos.
The cookies also represent the 4 suyus, so the 4 quarters of the Andean Empire, and also the 4 pathways.
Son dulce,
They're sweet,
para que nuestro camino que sea dulce.
so that our pathway will be sweet.
Es una planta, hueracoa,
This is a plant,
hueracoa,
Wiracoa,
hueracoa, para crecer como esta planta,
so that we can grow like this plant,
para que tengamos, para que sentimos como su aroma.
so that we can smell its aroma.
Esa planta es especialmente de los Andes. Puede encontrar en Qero y así en partes altas.
So this plant is grows in the Andes. You can find it in the highest parts of the Cusco area as well as the
Podríamos
hills.
decir que es una planta nativa.
It's a native plant.
Los a 3.
So now we will put the
Nuestros flores.
offer the kintus to the ceremony, along with the flower petals.
Sí. Ahora vamos a poner el quinto.
So now we're going to place the
3
kintus.
quintos.
Three leaves,
Es los
Three
que, hacen,
quintos.
que representan Anampacha, Peipacha, Ocupacha.
Each leaf represents one of the 3 worlds, Hana, Pancha, Paipacha, Upacha.
En el blanco flor
The white petal is the flower.
representa nieve, blancos, grandes nieves,
Repres-
montañas grandes.
represents the snow on the high mountain.
Así como también hay que nieve en Estados Unidos grande.
We also,
Washington,
we also have high mountains in the United States.
Estados Unidos que hay nieve grande.
Algún nevado.
Un apu muy poderoso
Con nieve.
es-
Con nieve que
con
tiene.
nieve
Más alto
es
del mundo.
Mount Shasta.
Chasca,
Chasta.
Chasta,
Yeah, Chasta.
Chasta. Entonces así, aquí tenemos Humantay, Salcantay, Osangate, tienen con nieve grande.
So here we have the mountains, Huantay, Alzangate, Salcantay, great mountains that are covered with snow.
Estamos dando a todos los montañas grandes, nieves grandes, un aliento.
So we're going to make a prayer to all of the great mountains covered with the snow-capped mountains of the world,
Para que nos dé la fuerza, la energía, la sal.
so they can give us power, energy, the sami,
Amor,
love,
yachay,
yachai, which is
es
the
el trabajo,
knowledge,
el saber, yanka, el trabajo,
yankai, the work,
mona y el amor, la armonía.
munai, love and harmony.
Rey,
Sakantai is one of the beautiful high snow-covered mountains.
Ahí
Ahí que está cerca Salcantay. Está cerca Salcantay.
Is the mountain close to Salcantay?
Sí.
You could
Dice
see
la
it's,
pareja
you could see it's like the wife or the partner or something.
Guamalipa.
Wamandipa is a sacred mountain in Qero.
Ya, acá tenemos un problema. Pues,
Apaza Tucson is a sacred mountain here close to Cusco where we are performing the ceremony.
Caure.
Wanakauri is also a sacred mountain that looks over and takes care of this sacred valley of Cusco.
En Estados Unidos, ¿qué datos son grandes,
más
más famosos?
Okay, what are the most famous mountains? In Alaska, we have Mount McKinley.
Mari, si él tiene la Mari, es posible nos puede decir.
Sí, Marie, could you guide participants to call upon the high and powerful sacred mountains of North America?
Absolutely. We have many, many sacred mountains here in America as well. We have the Appalachian Mountains here on the East Coast, and then we have the Rocky Mountains in, along the West Coast as well.
And I want to encourage participants, if there's a sacred mountain, especially a mountain for the that you could also, in your heart, call out for those mountains to come and bring their power and their blessings to you and to this ceremony. Thank you, Marie.
Any of the mountains that I like to call upon, I like to work with Black Mountain, which is here in North Carolina. It's sacred to me. My grandmother lived on Black Mountain as a child, and it's one of the first apples that I connected. Has a special place in my heart.
Yes, I've been to Black Mountain also. It's a very beautiful, has a beautiful, powerful energy there too.
Yes.
Wonderful.
¿Hay montañas, sapos?
Sí, una que se llama Black Mountain.
Black Mountain.
Es montaña negra.
Montaña negra ahora. Black montaña, ¿no?
Black.
No, las fuerza, en calpa, en yache, denos la fuerza, denos la trabajo, cuídenos de la salud.
So we're calling out to Black Mountain to give us power, to force, to give us health, to give us energy.
Black montaña, a ver, con una conexión con Picho.
So we're praying for Black Mountain to connect with Machu Picchu and with the energies of the mountains here. To connect with Al Sangate. With the sacred mountains Salcantay and Humantay. Wamanlipa. Connection. So let's blow and put our energy into the ceremony so that we can build this beautiful sete or cord of connection between Black Mountain and the mountains here in the Andes, and that way we can give us force, energy.
Hampe.
Stay with us. Hampe, join us, please.
Hampe.
Right, good. Hampe. And call out the mountain that's close to your heart.
Listo, ahora dos. representa, este lado con color blanco representa la energía masculina.
So this side of our despacho represents the masculine energy
Con blanco flor.
with white flower petals,
A las montañas negras blancos grandes.
because they represent the high snow-covered mountains.
Ahora vamos a empezar con energía femenina, la Pachamama.
And now we're going to begin with the feminine energy of Pachamama, Mother Earth.
Ahí está 2 quintos.
So we use 2 quinto leaves.
Eso representa par,
This represents a pair, a couple,
la dualidad.
duality,
Porque el ser humano siempre somos pares.
because humans are always in pairs,
Porque en
couples.
nuestros ojos tenemos 2.
Because we have 2 eyes,
Nuestro mano tenemos 2.
we have 2 hands.
Por eso el universo tiene 2. Inti, Sol y la Luna.
For this reason, the universe is in a pair. The sun and the moon represent this Yanantin, this sort of this pair.
Por eso en el mundo existe, todos somos dualidad. Somos pares.
So in this way, in all of us are, in all of the world are in this with pairs. With
Pachamama
Pachamama,
nos da la
Mother,
fuerza,
give us the strength
nos da trabajo.
for our work.
Abre nuestro corazón,
Open our hearts.
abre nuestros ojos.
Open our eyes.
Denos la fuerza,
Give us strength.
denos la alma más fuerte
Give us a soul more powerful
para profundizar este camino.
in order to deepen this path.
A todos los participantes del estudiante del Mali,
To all of these participants and students of Marine,
que se abre su corazón,
that you may open your,
que profundice este camino,
that you deepen this path,
que sueñe con los 3 elementos,
that you dream with these 3 elements.
águila,
The eagle,
cóndor,
condor,
puma,
the puma,
serpiente.
the serpent.
Así de esta forma,
In this way,
al Mama Cocha,
to the mother waters, Mama Kocha, ladies,
Mama Huayra,
Mama Vaida, the wind,
Mama Uno,
Mama Uno,
el agua,
it's just water.
el agua,
Mama Una is water itself.
Tunanka, todos,
Now we send a prayer to all
que está pasando a nivel planetario,
that are in this planetary level.
que es la enfermedad,
That we may be free of this sickness.
eso que se normalice muy pronto posible.
So our prayer is that everything will normalize very quickly, as quickly as possible. You can all use your breath to blow the prayers from your heart, and it will energetically connect into this despacho.
Que nos dé la fuerza, que nos dé la sabiduría,
So that we receive the power, we receive wisdom.
Kawakuma,
The puma that runs.
de aquí hacia allá. La puma que corre desde aquí hacia allá.
The puma that runs from here to far away.
Y que nosotros tenemos que utilizar su fuerza de
so we can receive and use his force and his power.
Para que nosotros que somos un Puma,
So that we also can be a kawakuma, a running puma.
para nosotros que compartimos como él, para
Sí.
ser un Puma,
So that we can share with him to be a running,
como jaguar,
like a jaguar.
para que nos dé su energía,
So that we may give and receive his energy.
para que nosotros compartimos como Puma,
So we may behave like a running puma.
para que tengamos más conocimientos.
So that we may have more knowledge, more wisdom. So we now have 12 kintus with the red flower that represents the
Estamos formando lo que es la dualidad.
So now we've made something that represents the duality.
Ahora vamos a armar una mama cocha.
Ah, so now we're going to call out for the mother of the sea, the ocean. Mama Kocha.
Cocha vamos a armar.
So within the seashell, we're placing the red leaves for the feminine and the white leaves for the masculine.
Ahora vamos a explicar lo que es la dulce, lo que es el mujercito, el varón.
Dulce. Estos dulces.
Ajá.
Ah, la mujer varón. Ah, sí, sí. Okay, so we're looking for the woman that represent the duality. Ah, aquí está.
Es el varón.
Oh, el rojo es el.
Es el mujercito.
Okay. So on the white leaves we have the man, and on the red leaves we have the woman. Flower petals.
Grasa, para que nosotros que estemos como un grasa suave.
Okay, so we're putting now some
Grasa de llama.
some of the fat of the llama so that we can be soft.
Para que nuestro cuerpo que se balancee para hacer yoga, para hacer ejercicio, para que nuestro cuerpo que se
So our bodies can normalize, can be balanced, so that we can yoga, exercise, have a healthy body.
es el
¿no?
elige de la mujer, es su puncho del varón.
Okay, so now we're clothing the man with silver, and we're clothing the woman with gold.
El cual llamamos Octalibro y Chinchilibro. Libro de plata, libro de oro.
Libro?
Libro.
Book?
Book.
Okay, a book of gold, a book of silver.
El nombre que se llama Octalibro y Chinchilibro.
Okay, sorry.
Pues estamos mandando por conocimiento, estamos cargando nuestro conocimiento.
So that we can receive knowledge.
Eso representa como esto.
So
la mujer.
the woman's poncho represents like this, what I'm wearing. What the women wear in Qero.
Eso es, representa como punch.
And so this represents like Santos's poncho.
Estamos poniendo lo que es la dualidad.
So this represents the duality.
El rojo es el varón, ¿no?
El rojo es el mujer,
The red is the woman.
no rojo.
Uh-huh.
You can see here, Mary, the red one represents the woman, and the white one represents the man. Each of them, they put it this ornament. For example, the man, on the man they put it the gold ornament, and the woman they put it the silver ornament. They represent the silver, and this ornament represents the gold. And in native name, that ornaments means from the man's jorge libro and from the woman's chiuchi libro. Each of them should represent the knowledge for each one, for a couple of the duality.
¿Ya? Entonces ahora vamos a pedir su fuerza de cada uno.
So now we're going to pray for the force of each one.
Mamá Cocha,
Mama Kocha, the mother of the waters, the lakes,
a las montañas grandes,
to the great mountains,
a los sapos grandes, poderosos,
to the Apus, the powerful sacred mountains.
Ahora vamos a pedir la Pachamama,
Now we will pray to Pachamama,
que nos dé la fuerza, que nos dé la energía,
so that she gives us power, she gives us energy,
más conocimientos,
more in wisdom, knowledge.
ahora vamos a poner. Ahora lo que vamos a poner es la planta.
So now we're going to put another plant into
Ese
this
es
despacho.
Eso lo haremos con incienso.
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo.
Ah, this is ground up Palo Santo,
Para sentir su olor,
so we can smell its fragrance.
para que nos,
Eso es para proteger, ¿no? La protección del olor.
It also offers us protection.
lenteja,
Ponemos lenteja.
Now we have lentils.
lenteja,
La lenteja ponemos también justamente para que no se alimente,
para abundancia, para los alimentos, que no nos falten.
para la
For
abundancia de comida.
abundance, so that we will lack for nothing.
Maíz, es maní.
El maní,
This
Maní
is
es una planta.
peanuts.
Representa como el alimento, también el alimento. Para
It
alimentar,
also represents nourishment.
porque en Pachamama hay que hacer un intercambio, la reciprocidad es un reino.
So that we will receive nourishment from Pachamama and also give back in the spirit of Aini.
El maíz,
So now this is corn.
es el maíz representa la nieve,
It represents snow.
Maíz amarillo. Maíz amarillo.
Ah. Yellow corn.
Maíz
Ah, el rojo,
representa
¿no?
el plata, el dinero.
So yellow corn represents money.
Cuando sueñas en maíz, vas a tener dinero.
If you dream about corn, you will receive money.
rojo.
Maíz rojo.
Pero también,
Now we have red corn. Also represents riches, money, prosperity.
se conoce el nube.
Algodón.
Algodón.
Se representa el nube.
So the cotton represents clouds. The clouds bring rain, and rain fertilizes the plants, that we may have nourishment.
Nieve, ¿no? Hasta azúcar, ¿no?
Azúcar.
Sugar now.
Azúcar rubia representa la pérdida.
So this brown sugar represents Pachamama.
Para que vamos a estar en la organización con dulce, con palabras dulces. Estamos dulce en todo.
So that we will be sweet in everything we do, so that we will speak with sweet words.
Blanco representa el masculino.
So the white sugar represents the masculine.
Ahora tienes que ver eso. ¿Ves? ¿Solo mar está o hay una pregunta? ¿Solo sola está ella o hay tantos cuantos son?
So we would like to know how many people are participating so that we can put a kintu into the despacho for each one of you. So how many, Marie, how many kintus would you recommend that we make for each person ceremony?
There are 14 people. Not everyone's on the call today, but 14 people total that wanted to be a part of the ceremony today.
Okay, perfect. Okay. 14 participantes. No todos están con nosotros ahora en este momento, pero ellos van a ver más luego. Vamos a poner futuros. Okay, we will put a kintu for each one of you. Okay, so if you can, Marie, if you can help us with each kintu, give us a name, and we'll start with you.
Mari.
This one is for you, Marie.
Pachamama.
Connect yourself with Pachamama as we breathe these prayers into your kintu.
Cierra tus ojos.
So close your eyes, my dear, so that you can concentrate and connect.
Siéntelo de la energía de la Pachamama.
Feel the energy of the Pachamama and wrapping yourself around you.
Sopla 3 veces, que sopla.
So now breathe 3 times, and the Kinto will receive the energy of your breath. Wonderful, thank you.
Gracias.
As we make Kintos for each one of you individually, the rest of you can also put your love into the Kintos so that we may share the love one to one another.
Ahora, ¿quién está en este
So who's the
momento?
next person in this moment who's actually participating in the ceremony at this time?
Amy.
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 So Amy.
Amy, dile que se conecte, que se cierre sus ojos.
So Amy, please close your eyes and connect to Pachamama. Feel her energy wrapping yourself around.
Amy, conecta, cierra tus ojos, conecta con la Pachamama, conecta con todo el universo, tu camino.
And Amy, close your eyes and connect to Pachamama, connect to the universe, connect to your path.
Sople 3 veces.
Now breathe, blow 3 times, Amy. Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Ahora, ¿quién está en este momento?
Okay, who's the next one who's participating in the ceremony at this moment?
Barbara.
I'm sorry, would you repeat that again?
Barbara?
Barbara.
Bárbara,
Barbara.
Bárbara.
All right, Barbara. Close your eyes, connect with
Con la
Pachamama.
Pachamama, siente su energía de la Pachamama,
Feel the energy of Pachamama.
con el Padre Sol,
With
con
the
la
Father
Madre,
Sun.
con la Mama Cucha,
With Mama, the mother of the ocean, the lake.
conecta con la Pava Puma,
Connect with the running Puma. The rest of us will send love to Barbara. Barbara.
Bárbara. Sopla 3 veces.
Okay, Barbara. Blow 3 times. Wonderful. Anyone else, Marie? Who is not
Mariah.
Mariah?
Marraya.
Mariah. 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 All right, Mariah. Close your eyes.
Conecta con la Padre Sol,
Connect with Father Sun.
conecta con el viento,
Connect with the wind.
conecta con la naturaleza,
Connect with nature.
conecta con la cosmovisión andina,
Connect with the Andean cosmovision.
camino del chamanismo.
The pathway of shamanism.
De esta forma conecta con los cuatro caminos,
This way you connect with the 4 pathways.
4 suyos.
The 4 suyus.
Cierra los ojos.
Direction. Close your eyes.
No, 3 veces.
All right, blow 3 times. All right, who's next?
Diane.
Diane.
Diane. Diane es varón, ¿no?
Mujer.
Mujer.
Es como Diana.
Diane.
Diane. All right, Diane.
Conecta con la Padre Sol,
Connect with Father Sun.
conecta con la Madre Luna,
Connect with Mother Moon.
conecta con los vientos,
Connect with the wind.
conecta con los 4 elementos,
Connect with the 4 elements.
viento, aire,
air, wind,
fuego,
fire.
4 suyos a los 4 caminos.
The four directions, the four pathways.
Cierra los ojos.
Close your eyes.
Sopla 3 veces.
Okay, breathe, blow 3 times then. Beautiful. Is there anybody else who's participating in the call at this moment?
There are not, no.
Okay. So of your other students who said that they would like to join us later, give us a name of one of them, please.
Wendy,
Wendy. ¿No está con nosotros ahora? ¿Cómo es Wendy?
Ya, Windy.
Wendy.
Windy, no.
All right, Wendy.
4 suyos. 4
Connect,
caminos.
connect to the 4 directions, the 4 pathways.
Conecta con los 4 caminos.
Connect to the 4 pathways.
Conecta con el viento, con el aire,
Connect to the wind, to the air.
Padre Sol, Padre Luna.
Father, Son, Mother, Moon. All right, and Wendy, you can breathe 3 times.
Ahora, ¿quién es? Sigue.
So who's the next one that you can pray for?
Jennifer,
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Jennifer de nuevo.
Okay, Jennifer.
Trabajo. Salud.
We're praying for your work, for your health,
Que se conecte, Jennifer.
that you connect,
A los
Jennifer,
4 caminos.
to the 4 pathways,
El camino shamanístico.
to the shamanic path,
Que se abre su corazón.
that you open your heart,
Conecte con Machu Picchu. Es la
connect to the sacred mountains, to the Andes,
se abre su corazón.
that you open your heart
Con Apu Amanita.
with the sacred mountain of the Qeros, Apu Pamanita.
¿Quién sigue?
Who's next?
Whitney,
Whitney.
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 Sí. Nada.
All right, Whitney. We're with you now.
Conéctate con el aire, con el fuego, viento,
Connect with air, with fire, with wind,
con la Madre Luna, con el Padre Sol,
with Mother Moon, with Father Sun,
con los 4 caminos,
with the 4 pathways,
con los 3 elementos,
with the 3 elements,
con los 4 suyos,
with the 4 directions,
Machu Picchu,
Machu Picchu,
Humantai,
Humantai,
Salcantay,
Salcantay,
Woman, Yoruba,
Wamandipa, the 4 sacred mountains. Then
toda su fuerza,
give her the force, strength.
conocimiento.
Okay, great, thank you. That was for Whitney. Who's next? Is there another person we can pray for?
Danny Marie.
Annie?
Danny Marie.
Oh, okay, Danny?
Yeah.
As in for Daniel, and then Marie. Okay, Danny Marie.
Conecta con los 4 caminos.
Okay, Danny Marie, connect with the four pathways.
Conecta con el Padre Sol, la Madre Luna.
Connect with Father's Sun and Mother Moon.
Que se abre sus caminos, que se abre sus estudios, que se abre sus conocimientos.
That they open your studies, that they open your knowledge, they open your pathway.
Que conecte con el camino del chamanismo.
That you connect with the shamanic path.
Con los maestros antiguos.
With the ancient masters. All right, breathe 3 times. Okay, we're ready for the next person.
Nancy.
Nancy. All right, Nancy, this is for you.
Conecta con los 4 caminos.
Connect with the 4 pathways.
Conéctate con Machu Picchu.
Connect with Machu Picchu.
Sancantay, Ausangate.
Sancantay and Ausangate, the great Mount Apu Mountain.
4 elementos.
With the 4 elements.
Con la Madre Luna.
Mother Moon.
Sol.
Father Sun.
Con la naturaleza.
With nature.
Para su trabajo.
For your work.
Para su salud.
For your health.
Para su viaje.
For your travels.
Que bendice.
That you are blessed. All right, everybody, breathe 3 times. Thank everybody for sharing your love for each one of that we offer.
Ahora,
okay, who's the next person to receive the blessing?
Leonor.
Could you say that name again?
Leonor.
Eleanor. Eleanor.
Leonor.
Leonor, Blanca, que se conecte con los 4 caminos.
Okay, Eleanor. Connect with the 4 pathways.
4 suyos.
The 4 directions. This one's for you.
Con la Madre Luna.
With the Mother's Moon.
Padre Sol.
And the Father's Sun.
Con los estrellas infinitas.
The beautiful stars.
Con la agua espuma. Agua espuma.
With the running puma.
Su trabajo, su viaje, su salud, que sea bendecido.
So that you are blessed with your travels, with your health, with your work.
Con Apu Wamanlipa.
Connect with Apu Wamanlipa, the sacred mountain of Qero now.
Esa energía más fuerte.
And you may receive the most powerful strength, energy.
Para que esté en paz el amor.
So that you are in peace and with love.
Conecte con la naturaleza.
That you connect with nature. Blow 3 times. Oh, nasty. Okay. So who's the next person to receive the blessing?
Be Paul.
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 Is this a man, right?
Yes. Please.
We had more of you joining us in our path. White. Oh, Paul, brother, white paint. This one is for you.
Paulo.
Paul. Paulo.
Paulo.
Paul.
Que se conecte con las montañas más grandes.
Okay, Paul, close your eyes and connect with the highest mountains.
Que recibe su energía de las montañas grandes.
So that you receive the energy of the great mountain.
Para que tenga más conocimiento.
That you receive more knowledge.
Se conecte con las aguas espuma.
So you connect with the running pool.
Y conecte con el Padre Sol, la Madre Luna.
Okay, connect with Father Sun, connect with Mother.
A los 4 suyos.
The 4 directions.
A los 4 caminos.
The 4 pathways. Blow 3 times. This can choose for you. Okay, Maureen, we're ready for the next recipient.
Carla.
Carla. This one's for your blessing. Carla. Okay, Carla, close your eyes.
Carla, que conecte con los 4 caminos.
So that you may connect with the 4 pathways.
Femenina.
With the feminine energy.
Que se abre su corazón.
To open your heart.
Que se abre el camino, sus conocimientos de ella.
That you open the pathway for knowledge.
El amor en paz.
Love and peace.
Que conecte con las montañas grandes.
That you connect with the great mountains.
Que sea bendecido desde la comunidad Qero como magnífico.
That you may receive the blessings of the Qero's community from their sacred mountain, Mamandi.
Con los maestros antiguos.
With the ancient masters. Connect. Blow 3 times. Beautiful. So now we're ready to bless another one of your students. Who's next? Marie?
I was just thinking if we missed anyone. Sarah would be the last one.
Sarah. That was right.
Sara.
Okay, Sarah, here we go.
Sara, conéctate
Connect yourself
con los 4 caminos.
with the 4 directions.
Con las montañas grandes.
With the great mountain.
Con la Pachamama.
With Mother Earth.
Con la Madre Luna.
With the Mother's Moon.
Con la Pava Puma.
With the running puma.
Agua.
The jaguar.
Que dé la fuerza.
That they give you strength.
Más conocimiento.
More knowledge.
Más aprendizaje.
More learning.
El chamanismo.
Of shamanism.
Camino del cosmovisión.
And the pathway of the Andean cosmology. All right, blow 3 times, Sarah. This one's for you.
Sí, nosotros vamos a hacerlo.
So now we will do prayers for ourselves.
Es por mí.
Okay, this one is for Santos. So let's all give Santos our love. Blessing.
Conexión con Mari.
Connecting, he's now connecting with you, Mari.
Una abundancia para ella, un trabajo, un viaje, salud.
So that you may have great blessings in travel, health, and
que se conecte con las montañas grandes.
To connect with the great mountains.
Con mi energía, con su energía.
With their energy.
Que esté conectado.
That you may remain connected.
Así de esta forma con mis maestros ancestros.
In this way of the ancient masters.
Alto Misayo Manuel Quispe.
The Alto Messiah Manuel Quispe.
Mi abuelo Fabián.
His grandfather Fabian.
Abuelo Bernabé Cruz.
His grandfather
Alto Misayo.
Alto Messiah
Bernabé.
Okay, es difícil para mí pronunciar. Bernabé Cruz.
Andrés Espinosa.
Andrés Espinosa.
Atención.
Connect with all these great masters, these Alto Messiah.
Acompáñame en este momento.
They are accompanying you in this moment.
Juntos energías.
Giving us energy.
Para seguir trabajando.
We may continue with the work.
Para aprender más.
To learn more.
Para seguir un puente.
To follow the cross of
para abrir un puente.
To open and create a bridge.
Now, I would like to make a connection now with the different mountains of Cusco, the different mountains we talk about, the Ausangate and Salcantay. That's the most important mountains in Cusco we have, the most powerful mountains. And I believe too in one special mountain from my birthplace. From my birthplace mountain, the name of the mountain is Yabe. This is another powerful with energy mountains, and I would like to make a petition with these troubles in the world to stop these troubles we have, like this pandemic. And another petition that I would like to do is to live in harmony in our world today. I think most people in the world, maybe since now they're going to have good sense in mind, and they are going to value the nature and the Mother Earth, and they cannot have to be respectful with the Mother Earth. Thank you very much. Humble.
So now I'm going to make a prayer. So now I'm going to connect to the sacred mountains of my birthplace, the Berkshire Hills of Massachusetts. I want to connect also to the mountains of my ancestors, the Alpine mountains of Tyrol in Austria. Now I'd like to connect to the mountains where I lived most of my life in Tennessee, the Montego Mountains. I'm calling in for the mountains here in the Andes that are guiding me, that are giving me strength, that are supporting me in this path of the Andean cosmology. My prayers that connect to Mama Moon, Mother Moon, Mother Father Sun, and of course Mama. Guide me, may I walk in beauty, may I walk in integrity, my heart and my mind and all my actions. Guide me to be a light. Guide me to serve in this bridge, bringing the ancient wisdom for the healing of the modern world. May I be a light as we all may be. May I be a presence and blessing for all. Aho. Now we have what? Rice. I just want you to be able to see how beautiful this despacho is becoming. So yeah, there you go.
Pedido de letras.
Okay, now we have alphabet soup.
Para conocimiento.
That's those
Para
noodles,
aprender más.
so that we can learn more. More knowledge.
Incienso.
Oh, what is it?
Incienso es el
It's
perfume.
incense. This is
Para mal
incense.
viento.
Uh-huh. To protect us from the bad winds that can cause, bring us out of balance with health and wholeness. Okay, garbanzo beans now.
Es una planta sagrada.
It's a sacred plant.
Para nuestro cuerpo.
Uh-huh. It's a sacred plant for helping our bodies.
Coca,
Coca.
yeah, semilla de coca.
So these are coca seeds. These are the seeds of Mama Coca.
Para crecer con este conocimiento, vamos a plantar una planta.
So that we can have the wisdom of this plant.
Lenteja bañado con oro y
Plata.
plata.
So these are lentils that have been painted silver and gold.
Para crecerlo, para nuestro crecimiento, para que no nos falten la plata.
Yes. For our growth and so that we may lack for nothing in money or abundance, prosperity.
Dulce.
These are
La
sweet
Pachamama.
for the Pachamama,
Dulce.
so that
Para que vamos a estar, estemos dulce.
so that we may be sweet,
Para endulzar la vida, ¿no?
Exacto.
Para endulzar la vida.
so that our life may be sweet.
También. Dulce.
This is like confetti.
Para endulzar
Igual
también.
para endulzar.
It's also for sweetening our life.
Eso, para plantar, vamos a plantar una trigo, para que crezcamos como el trigo.
Trigo.
So this is wheat, so that we can be like the wheat plant, abundant.
Eso es para que salvagina.
Salvagina. Es una planta.
Okay, so this is a native plant. It's nativa, no?
Es nativa, es una planta que crece
This is
nativa,
a native plant of the Andes.
que se llama salvagina.
Salvagina.
So it's called salvagina, which means wild. Salvaje.
Estas plantas nativas mayormente crecen de 3.000 metros de altura para arriba.
So these plant, the salvagina, grows 3,000 meters
Above sea
of
level.
altitude.
Yeah.
So it's-
Los animalitos.
And now we are bringing the animal people to join us in the ceremony.
Dulces.
So the animal crackers represent our animal friends. Now more sweets.
Puedes ayudar a
So that
ver.
life may be para la vida, para
Para impulsar en nuestro día.
Siempre
to
tenemos
sweeten our
a
life, always to sweeten.
todos estos elementos que usamos, la Pachamama recibe
Claro.
sin ningún recelo. A ella también le gusta diferentes productos como los dulces.
So all of the things that we are offering into this despacho, Pachamama is receiving. without any reservations.
Eso
Receives everything.
para que tengamos carro,
Ah, this is a car,
un auto.
so that we can also have good transportation. Uh-huh.
Su casa.
So everything is symbolic. Now we
Esa
have.
casa para construir nuestra casa,
Okay,
para
yes.
tener nuestro propio casa.
Exacto. También
Okay.
representa el hogar.
So this,
El hogar.
yeah, so this represents home. This candy that in the shape of a house, so that we can have good shelter,
Para la
home.
unión del hogar.
Yeah. Union.
Son las estrellas.
These are the stars. And of course flowers for beauty. There may be beauty in our lives as well.
El camino.
Okay, so now these ribbons represent our pathway.
Es el camino de la mujer.
So this red ribbon represents the pathway of the woman.
El camino de los varones.
The white ribbon represents the pathway of the men.
Es el Padre Sol.
And this yellow represents the Father Son, which we put above the pathway of the woman, the pathway of the man, so we may all receive the energy and the blessings of the Father Son.
Es el dulce, chocolate.
So this is a chocolate, the shape of a coin.
Justamente. Es dulce.
More sweet, more candy.
Rosa Marie,
Yes.
as you're finishing, if you could integrate some of Santos's thoughts on Aini. What is Aini to Santos, and why is it so important that we practice Aini in our lives?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. Okay, Mari quiere que enseñar a la gente del concepto de ¿qué es Aini y por qué es muy importante practicar Aini?
La Aine es una palabra quechua.
So Aini is a Qero word.
Lo utilizamos en los Qeros.
We use it in the Qero's community.
Es de nuestros principios.
It's one of our principles.
El Aine es el que reciprocidad.
Aini means reciprocity.
Hacer un intercambio.
To interchange, to
Por
make an
ejemplo,
interchange. For example,
yo estoy haciendo un intercambio con la Pachamama.
I'm doing an interchange with Pachamama.
Pachamama me da la comida, me da la fuerza,
Pachamama, Mother Earth gives us food, gives us strength,
me da la comida
gives me the food,
como mi madre.
like my mother.
Y
Like
nosotros
as a
así
mother.
de esta forma estamos dando una ofrenda, una ceremonia, un despacho a la Pachamama.
For this reason, we give a
A las
ceremony, an
montañas.
offering to Pachamama and the mountains.
Es el Aine.
This
Y
is Aini.
también el Aine
And
que
also Aini
existe
that exists
en la comunidad Qeros,
in the community of the Qeros.
hacer de unas cosas de todo. Por ejemplo,
To make houses for everyone. For example,
hoy día va a hacer su casa el Marco.
today we are in Marco's house.
Y yo tengo que ir a ayudar a él.
Tú tienes que-
Ayudar.
So he needs to help Marco.
A ayudar a hacer su casa.
To make his house.
Y mañana él viene.
Okay. So, for example, if he came to help Marco make his house, then tomorrow Marco would come and help Santos build his house.
Así es la Aine.
This is
En la
Aini.
comunidad Qeros, por ejemplo, a través de la agricultura, hacer chacra.
And also in the agriculture, when we work in the fields.
Hoy día hacemos de mi hermana.
So, for example, today we could work in the fields of my sister.
Mañana yo tengo que ir a ayudar a ella. Hacer chacra.
And then tomorrow, then she will help me with my field.
Es el aire,
This is Aini,
reciprocidad.
reciprocity.
Vamos a reforzar un poquito la idea. Vamos a reforzar la idea. Vamos a reforzar la idea de Aini un poco.
Okay, so Karapurek would like to strengthen this idea of a little bit.
Bueno, vas a traducirlo tú.
Okay, yes. I will
Okay.
do this.
Esta actividad del Aini
This activity of Aini
es una actividad muy importante
is a very important activity
que viene desde la época de mis ancestros,
that comes from the time of my ancestors,
incluso desde los pre-incas.
including the time before the.
Se dio mucho más importancia, más valor,
They gave more importance, much more value,
con sentimiento
with
y amor
feelings of love
en el tiempo incaico.
in Inca time.
Así que esta actividad se ha hecho como una institución.
So this activity was actually an institution
Se hizo en el tiempo incaico como
that
una
they,
institución.
that they instituted in the Inca times.
Con esta actividad,
With this activity,
mis ancestros los incas
my Inca ancestors
llegaron a construir muchas cosas como la tecnología que tenemos ahora.
were able to arrive at constructing many technologies that we are admiring today.
Como las ciudades grandes que tenemos ahora y famosas Machu Picchu,
With the great cities that we have today, like in Machu
y
Picchu,
los diferentes ciudades y complejos arqueológicos que tenemos a lo largo del Perú,
and the different cities and archaeological complexes that we have all over Peru,
bajo esta institución del Aini.
were constructed under this institution of Ainu.
Hoy en día
Today, in this day today,
se practica todavía el Aini,
they still practice Ainu.
más se ve en las comunidades o en los pueblos de los Highlands.
So you see it more in the communities in the highlands, in the mountains.
Y esto la gente lo practica con mucho amor y cariño.
And even today, people are practicing this, the Ainu with much love and affection.
Es así que el Aini consiste
This Ainu consists
en una reciprocidad
of a reciprocity
basada en cuerpo, mente y alma y espíritu.
based in body, soul, spirit.
Cuerpo, alma y espíritu.
Okay, body, soul, and spirit.
Y es así cuando las personas solicitan el apoyo del semejante,
Okay, so when people ask for the support of their
del amigo o del vecino,
okay, of their neighbors and friends,
él tiene que ir con mucho cariño y voluntad a ayudar.
they need to come with a lot of friendship and love to help.
Sin algún interés de recibir algo a cambio.
Yeah, without interest in receiving something in exchange. It's given with voluntarily.
Y la reciprocidad
And reciprocity
viene por la energía del cosmos mismo,
comes from the very energies of the cosmos.
si yo te ayudo hoy día,
If I help you today,
mañana,
tomorrow,
con tu energía
with your energy,
interior, tú vas a venir a ayudarme.
with your sincere energy in yourself, you will come and help tomorrow.
Y sería muy importante esto, divulgar en el mundo,
It's very important to share this with the world,
para que todos vivamos en armonía y felicidad en el mundo que lo necesitamos ahora.
so that we can live with harmony and with happiness in the world that we need so much.
Eso sería una corta explicación del año.
So this is a short explanation of it.
Gracias.
Yeah, thank you.
That was very beautiful, Marcos. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome, Mary. So if you have any question like that, we can help you to explain to your students. It's important. It's important to help them about these ideas or activities that my ancestors have. The INI was one of the most important institutions in Kazan. I admire today when I visit some Highland towns in Peru. I usually admire how the way they live with with practicing the INI and the other activities like meat, other activities like the INI without harness with heart, with a heart. That's the most interesting. Still working together as a community in a happiness way. That's the most interesting. So I would like maybe to work in my neighbors too, here in my neighbor, with my neighbors in this way, in the any way, without interest, helping to neighbors, to other people. That's the most important the idea we have in this world.
I would like to also add a quick note to that. I have an adopted family in the community of Qero, which is also in the district of Cusco in the Sacred Valley. And there, during this pandemic, the country is in quarantine, and they don't have a way to make money, but they have their agricultural fields, and this is a time when they can work on constructing a new house, adobe. And these are, natural materials they just find in their environment. One day during this difficult time, their friends and family were working together to plant potatoes, and their neighbors allow them to use their donkeys to carry the fertilizer to the fields. And a group of friends and family were helping to cut down poles of the eucalyptus trees and carry them from the forest to the place where they were building the house. So, it was beautiful to see that life could continue with their way of life connected to nature, and that the whole community was working together to help each other. Surely, on another day, my adopted family, I'm sure they went to help their neighbors and their relatives in their projects as well. So it's just so beautiful to see community and joyful action together.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Such a beautiful thing to share. I have a very simple. Oh, go ahead.
Part of the ceremony. Here we have the llama, the hat of the llama, with the two flowers, the red for feminine and white for masculine.
Representa lo que es la dualidad.
They represent duality.
Ahora vamos a pedir todos.
We're going to ask for all.
Todos vamos a hablar.
We're going to pray, and everyone will speak. Everyone, speak with us now.
Yo voy a hablar primero, después ustedes.
I will speak first, and afterwards you will repeat after me.
Ausangate.
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 Wamanlipa.
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 Wamantai.
Salcantay.
Salcantay.
Mamacocha.
Mamacocha.
Inquitaita.
Inquitaita. Father, Son.
Madre Luna.
Madre Luna. Mother.
Que nos dé la fuerza.
Give us the force.
A todos los participantes de Mari.
All the participants of Mari.
Que se abre como esta flor.
That they open like these flowers.
Masculino y femenino.
Masculine and feminine.
Porque es la dualidad.
Which is the duality.
El conocimiento.
Knowledge.
de mis ancestros.
of my ancestors.
Dame la fuerza
Give them the force
a través de su aroma del flor.
through the aroma of this flower.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Ahora que sople cada uno.
All right, each
Mary.
one of you, Marie and everyone.
Solo una
Right.
soplada.
Oh, one at a time? Una a la vez?
Una.
Okay, Marie, breathe and blow into these flowers.
Todos.
Todos
Sí,
o solo
los
Marie?
estudiantes.
Los estudiantes.
Los estudiantes también.
And now all of the students.
Después, ¿quién sigue?
Is with king?
Luis.
Estudiante, cada uno que sopla, como se les nombró.
Ajá.
Ah, okay. Cada uno, una a la vez.
Una.
Okay, so one at a time. We'll be blowing into these flowers. Start. Okay, so Marie, have you blown your energy into the blessings into the flowers?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So give me a name of the next person.
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Okay,
Jennifer.
blow into the flowers, Jennifer. Okay, another person.
Wendy.
Wendy.
Windy.
Okay, another
Whitney.
person. Whitney.
Windy.
Amy.
Windy.
Amy.
Diane.
Diane.
Diana.
Sarah.
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 Carla.
Carla.
Leonore.
Leonore.
Leonor.
Paul.
Paul.
Paul. So,
Is that all?
Mar- there's two more. Mira. Mariah. Sorry.
Mariah.
wow.
And Barbara.
Barbara.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Esto. Okay. Antes de quiero.
Vamos a buscar estrellas infinitas.
Okay, now for the infinite stars.
Estrellas. Estrellas en más abajo. Más abajo.
Oh. All right, now you can see. Sorry.
Las estrellas infinitas.
The infinite stars. Glitter. Okay.
Ahora,
Okay.
van a mover todas sus manos. Así.
So everybody put your hands
Todos los que están
in
en
the
presente.
direction of the despacho.
Para recibir la energía,
Para recibir su energía.
para recibir la energía de Dios.
To receive the energy of the despacho.
Bueno,
Apaza gatos. Salcantari. Omantai, sacred mountains. Give us the strength.
Ese despacho que nos abre el camino.
This despacho will open our path.
La Pachamama
The Pachamama, the mother,
es como nuestra madre
is like our mother.
que nos da la fuerza,
She gives us strength.
que nos alimenta en este cuerpo,
She nourishes our body.
que nos abre el camino.
May she open the pathway.
Padre Sol,
Father, Son,
que nos dé la energía,
who gives us energy.
sentimos tu calor,
We feel your warmth.
La madre luna.
the mother moon.
Danos la energía
Give us her energy
más profunda,
more deeply
el trabajo,
for work,
viaje,
travel,
nuestra salud,
our health,
que nos cuiden
that you take care of us.
los 4 caminos.
The 4 pathways,
Es el camino de la espiritualidad,
this spiritual pathway,
los 4 suyos,
the 4 directions,
camino de nuestros ancestros.
the pathway of our ancestors.
A través de este camino
Through this pathway,
hay muchos conocimientos
there's much knowledge
para aprender,
to learn,
para sentir
to feel,
su energía.
to feel their energy.
Mamacocha,
Ramakocha, the great waters.
denos la fuerza,
Give us your power
danos nuestro cuerpo,
for our bodies.
limpia nuestro cuerpo,
Clean our bodies.
limpia nuestra energía densa,
Clean our heavy energies.
sácalo del órgano,
Take it out. Lift it away.
bendiciones para todos los estudiantes de Mari,
Blessings to all
que abre sus corazones,
that you may open your hearts,
que sigan trabajando,
that you may continue your work,
que se cuiden de su familia,
that you take care of your health,
que tenga su viaje, buen viaje.
that your travels may go well.
Apu Amarita,
To Apu Mamandipa,
conecta
connects
con los apos de los Estados Unidos,
to the mountains of the United States.
se abre más
We open more
el camino del conocimiento.
the pathway of knowledge.
Ahora con Mari
Now with you, Mer,
estamos abriendo un puente nuevo,
we are creating a new bridge,
un camino nuevo,
new pathway,
para que se abra más.
so they may open more.
Mari es una sanadora,
Marie is a healer,
que tenga más conocimiento.
that you may have more knowledge,
Así de esta forma todos los estudiantes,
and may impart that to all of your students,
que sean un maestro
that you will all be teachers,
en
masters,
cosmovisión andina.
in the and in cosmovision.
Listo.
Ready?
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
It was very beautiful. Thank you, Santos. Such an honor to be with you today. Thank you.
You are welcome, Mary. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for this wonderful opportunity to share the blessings together and to create community across the miles.
Ahora vamos a
Community
llamar,
that knows no distance.
vamos a llamar a todos los apos
So now we're going to close the ceremony, calling on all
con
the
la pluma
apples
de fondo,
with the feather of the condor.
es el águila.
And this is the feather of the eagle.
Vamos a llamar su energía.
We can give them our energy. Come, Humphrey, Humphrey.
Hampe, hampe, hampe,
Humphrey, Humphrey, come.
hampe, hampe.
Campo del Apo Sangate,
Come, Apua Sangati, great mountain.
Salcantay,
Salcantine,
Omantai,
Omantai, mountains of
Machu
the
Picchu,
Machu Picchu.
Guamalipa,
Omanipa,
Hampe.
come.
listo. Ahora vamos a envolverlo.
So now we're going to wrap it all up.
salud, que estén bien en su trabajo, en su viaje, todo. Sesión.
So that all may go well with work, with health, with travels, with harmony. May you be in harmony. Take care of all of us.
Gracias para todos.
Thank you to all.
Vamos.
Now we will close it.
Primero.
Okay, so now I'm going to move the camera so you can see better. It's a little bit difficult. Here we go. Okay, bueno. ¿Aquí está bien?
Sí.
Yeah.
Gracias, gracias, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Ahora vamos a cerrarlo.
Yeah. So thank you. We're going to close it now.
Gracias. Gracias.
Yeah.
Sí. Es el arco iris.
So this string represents the rainbow. All the colors. It has different colors to represent the rainbow.
Listo.
Ready. Okay, so
Gracias.
oh. Okay, well.
Ya terminado, hemos terminado el segundo.
So we have now just finished the ceremony.
Muy gracias, estoy muy agradecido por participar en la ceremonia.
I'm very grateful to participate in the ceremony.
Muchas gracias, estoy muy feliz y contento.
Thank you, everyone. I'm very happy.
Si algo quieres decir ahora, podemos conversar.
So now we could have a conversation.
Porque yo no, tal vez no nos comprendemos porque hablo español, pero ahora me puede explicar Rosa María.
Okay, so don't speak Spanish, Rosemary or Heidelberg, and that's me. Thank you. So, are there any questions?
I just want to thank you for today. This has been a beautiful experience. Such an honor to be a part of this, to be present. Just thank you.
Un abrazo grande para cada participante.
So Santos gives you all a great hug to all of you participants from the depths of his heart.
Y para todos los estudiantes,
All of you students.
un abrazo muy fuerte, una energía sana para todos.
A strong hug and energy of sun. So that you may all be blessed.
Con nuestro despacho, con nuestro ceremony.
With our ceremony, despacho. Well, thank you. Is that all?
Thank you. Well, I had a couple of people that were interested in asking about weavings and textiles. But if that's something we wanted to talk about at another time, and then I can share that information. I know there's been some interest in what textiles he may have for sale. If you can even ship them out of country right now, I'm not sure with the restrictions. But that's definitely something that we can talk about if you have textiles that you'd like to offer. I have had several people ask if you had anything for sale and what you might have to offer at this time. So if you'd like to send me some information with pricing, I can share that with you also.
Okay, I'll just translate that real quick. Hay la gente que se interesa en los tejidos tradicionales y queremos saber si es posible de enviarlo a Estados Unidos en estos tiempos. Si es posible, ellos tienen mucho interés en los tejidos. Y otro momento, muchos de los estudiantes quieren aprender más de los padrones
De las misas.
Esas ideas.
Podemos hacer un programa especialmente para enseñar las misas.
Yeah. So Santos was saying that he would love to offer a separate program. This is specifically for the mesas and the cloths that we use in the mesas and the traditions of the traditional weaving.
Sí, está de acuerdo.
If you, Maria, are okay with that.
Hay mucho para aprender de la misa.
There's so much to learn about the mesa.
De los diseños geográficos, tienen muchos diseños, como explicar qué significa.
There are many designs that have many important meanings.
¿Qué es la misa? ¿No?
This is the mesa.
¿Qué es la misa? Todo.
Misa. It's all part of this the sacred bundle.
Para que es todo podemos aprender, podemos verlo una fecha solo para aprender de las misas.
So let's make a day just to learn about misas.
Si ella está de acuerdo, eso no sé.
If you're okay with that.
Porque hablando de la misa no es hablar así, tenemos que hablar desde profundo, desde el principio.
Yeah. So to teach you about the misa is not something you could do superficially. It's something you want to go in with greater depth.
Y así tenemos que explicar para que entienda la gente, las personas bien.
Yeah, we want to teach so that every one of our students understands very well. Okay, so
I would love that. I would love to schedule a time, and then if he, in addition to the teachings, if he has other offerings for the cloths and textiles, please let me know, and we'll talk about scheduling a date for another ceremony around the next full moon, and we'll let everyone know.
Okay, le gustaría mucho. Ella va a comunicar con nosotros para hacer una fecha por una clase. Okay, that's great. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you, everybody, so much for participating in this ceremony. You're just such an honor to gather together energetically for this great blessing.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you. So whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and end the call, and then we can chat later amongst ourselves.
Do that.
If you'd like. Yes.
I'll tell you that.